sitting here with the owner of Create Donuts, LaDonya Jones. This is her right here. And we were just going to find out a little bit about her business. So LaDonya, tell me, what inspired you to get started on this business?
Well, several things. A big part of it was this was the type of place I would want to go to, and I felt like there was a demand for it. It's also something that I personally have a lot of fun with and enjoy the social aspect of food, and I think the treats, desserts, and especially playing with fun flavors with that, it can be a really social, kind of fun, entertaining thing. So food that's real food, and I try to do the treats to be real food. They're still treats,
right?
And they're still, but I try to only use things that are real and that our bodies recognize, and so that we still feel good after we eat a treat. And I love those kinds of treats, and I also love just really good flavors, and again, combining them in fun different ways. Really want, and when we eat a lot of great flavor and really good stuff,
then you're happy inside.
Then you're happy,
right.
And you feel satisfied. Right. And when you're doing it socially with friends too, I think it fills you up, and it fills you up in a lot of ways.
Right.
And it's so fun to see people interact and have fun, and meet here for family reunions, and all kinds of crazy stuff. It's been really great.
Type of
variety
here. Is that like a favorite theme of yours, or?
I really do enjoy it, but where it came from is it started with the donut robot. Donuts is one of our features, and that was the first equipment that I bought. Was it's like an automated donut making machine. It has a little conveyor belt with the little wheels, and a whole theme with gears and cogs. And once the gears and the cogs started, then everything took off about invention and combining things in fun, different ways, and thinking outside of the box is all part of what we do with desserts.
Your own. There just wasn't anything similar to what you liked, right?
Yeah, well, a few things. And I'd actually thought of starting a franchise instead, and had decided, not franchising, my idea, getting somebody else's purchasing a franchise. Right. And there were several reasons I didn't ultimately go that way, but the biggest part of the reason probably really was that I did want to be able to do my own thing and be able to be creative, that business ownership would lose some of its magic if I couldn't adapt and change and have fun and personally be creative before day one.
Nice. That's really fun. It's hard when people tell you it has to be done this way. I think that's the theme with all small business owners. They branch out because they want to do it by themselves the way that they want to do it.
Absolutely. I was going to give myself permission to know that I was doing something I was a little unfamiliar with, and that I gave myself. I thought, okay, I've had a lot of education, and it isn't in this field, and there will be some on-the-job training, and I just knew I had to figure it out as I went and be patient. That sometimes I would make the wrong choice.
That's great. That's one of the hardest hurdles that people have to overcome, is just branching out and being able to get out there and do things and just start their own business and not be afraid, like you were saying, like calls or things that were hard for you when you were starting the business.
One of the hardest things when I was starting the business, again, the lack of knowledge wasn't as hard as some of the other things, because I felt like there's so many good resources out there right now. You can learn to do almost anything online. There's real life experience, obviously, that it can't teach you. But a lot of the hurdles I came across was because I was doing things so out of the box on the pastries and the donuts, and doing it a totally different way. I had no issue coming up with and being creative with a different way to do things. But when you would go into vendors or work with people that were trying to help you get going, that were insiders, they would be very frustrated with you. For me, she doesn't know what she's doing, and she's very nice, but she's gonna fail because she's not doing it right. Differently than how other people did it, and I knew that it could fail, and I still know it can.
Right.
However, I still thought it was a good enough idea to try.
So the number one thing that small businesses have to overcome is the fear of failure and to not be afraid to try. And that sounds like what you've overcome. And even well, and on a daily basis, it's hard to keep it going, I'm sure.
Yeah.
That's what everybody struggles with.